Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing a week 2 of the $10,000 a month challenge for covered calls. On today's video, I just want to go over the covered calls that I've sold since my last video, where we're at on the challenge, and just a basic overall plan of what I'm going to be doing probably for the next month. So I'm sure we all had a pretty rough last 2 days in the market. This is absolutely insane. We're definitely in a correction right now. We have tons of stocks down way below where they were trading at a couple days ago. Now, sadly, I didn't have that much money on this side to buy anything. I just bought a couple shares of Apple this morning when it was down. Just threw some money in a bit of a safer play that was down. But BNGO, this thing is absolutely getting destroyed right now. I'm not worried though. Like I said, when I invest in these things and when I sell covered calls, it's stocks that I believe in that are going to grow at least for the next year or two. So currently right now we haven't basically made any money on the covered calls just on this stock. We're probably about break even. We're down almost 30%. So that is pretty rough. But like I said, you know, if I had some extra cash, I'd probably be buying a little bit more of this today, but I don't. So we're just going to hold it out. It might take a couple weeks to recover. Now, as far as my covered calls go, I sold a couple yesterday, so I'm going to go over those right now. So BNGO, I sold 2 more at a contract price of, where is it? I sold it for $344, $172 each contract. Now, I got pretty lucky with this, to be honest, because I was able to get the $15 call and not have to give up too much premium. When I did this, I think I sold the covered call around when the stock was trading a little bit above 13. So I got really lucky, and I'm glad I did that yesterday, because obviously the stock's way down today. It's down to $10. So I was able to get a little bit of premium in there. So I sold 2 on BNGO for $344. Now, I also kept all my Sensonic shares. I did another $5 call. I actually did 2 of these, and I got $150 for 2 of them. Like I said, I got pretty lucky. I got in right before everything started kind of crashing. I mean, it was already kind of down a little bit, but compared to today, I definitely got lucky and was able to pick up some pretty decent premiums. Now, let me show you what I mean by that, because if I go over here to options, sell covered call, and if I go to 5, strike price, it's only $43 right now, and I got $75. So I almost got double the amount of money that I would have if I waited today to sell them than waiting tomorrow. But I mean, then again, I'm stuck in this play. Basically, it's down, but like I said, not too worried. I think it's going to come back, and we'll see what happens with that. Now, I did pick up 100 shares of GEVO with some of my money, my premiums. So I got 100 shares of this. Now I got $230 for the call. Like I said, I did all this yesterday on Monday. Overall, I am down on GEVO quite a bit, actually 157. So I still am profitable on this one with my covered call. But, you know, we're just going to have to wait for things to basically come back here, because I bought in at $12.24 and we're down 12%. So those are all the ones that I did on Robinhood. So I sold 5 covered calls this week. Now let's go over to my covered call spreadsheet over here. So as far as my other brokerage goes, I also sold a couple more. So I got some more BNGO. I got in at $13.11, sold 1 covered contract at $14, and I got $195. And then I also got in at Palantir for 100 shares, just 1 contract with a 32 strike, and I got $310 for that. So obviously those are both down today and yesterday, but you know, 13.1 is a lot better than my other buy price at 14.71 that I have on Robinhood. But like I said, not too worried. It'll all come back eventually. Now, last week I actually did have some covered calls that did get exercised, so I just went ahead and put it in green over here, just to keep track of it, basically, which ones got exercised and which ones didn't. So these got exercised. This is the stock appreciation right here. So we got a little bit over $500 in appreciation, so that's great. Now, the closest expiration date that I have in here is the 2/26 right here on Virgin Galactic or Space. Now, this one is definitely going to be not exercised, and I might actually wait a couple of days to see what happens, see if it gets back to around my buy price, just so I could, you know, get a little bit more premiums for my covered calls. And then the next one that expires after that is the Mara for 3.5. We'll have to see what happens with that one. Not really sure. It's a little bit iffy right now. I think it's around $30 a share right now. So we're down about 25%. So not too excited about that, but not too worried either. I think these all have the chance to come back. We're definitely not seeing a market crash. This is just a correction. Now, I also did go ahead and offload Jaguar Health down here, JAG-X. Now, I sold it at $284, I think, so I got about $10 in appreciation. Didn't put it in here. I'm not too worried about just a couple dollars here and there. But we did get rid of that, and like I said, I put some of that money in GEVO. So overall totals for premium so far is $6,650. So I'm pretty happy about that, but the only downside is technically that money is kind of not fully there, just since everything is down so much right now. But I'm still just going to keep a total here of how much I've been making on covered calls, because it would be way too hard to just constantly go in here and be like, oh, okay, so I'm down this much on that. This is the total. I mean, I could do that, but this just makes it a little bit more easier on me, and I could just see how much I'm actually making from premiums. So with the stock appreciation of BNGO, we are at a total of almost $7,200 even. So very, very happy with that. I did not think this was going to be possible within the first month, but boom, it is. Now keep in mind, like I said, this number is definitely not how much like profit I'm at right now because of how low these stocks are, but this is just the overall total with premiums and stock appreciation total. Just trying to keep track of how much I'm making with this basically. Now I want to go ahead and say next month might not be as good as this month, just because I'm trying to work on paying a little bit of my margin off, just because, you know, these last few days kind of scared me, and it really showed me what holding a margin balance in your account can do. So I'm going to work on paying that off. Like I said, if Virgin Galactic, it's most likely not going to get exercised. There's no way it's going to get to 52 by Friday. So we're probably going to sell another covered call on that. So that'll bring the margin down a little bit. But other than that, I still have to wait for Mara. And then, you know, not much is expiring until next, the 19th of March. So I think the beginning of the month, we won't see too much happening. But towards the end of the month, when my stuff starts expiring and I could write some more covered calls, then this number will definitely be boosted up. But for the rest of this week, my plan is to basically just hang tight. I'm not going to write any more covered calls, except for maybe on Monday morning, I will probably write another one for Virgin Galactic, like I said. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to be doing any buying. Now, what I kind of learned from this small correction right here is that I need to keep a little bit more cash on this side. So once I get all this margin paid off, basically, I'm going to take a partial profit from the premiums and just keep it on the side and just not use it until we see some big red days like we've seen lately. So we're just learning as we're going, but we're definitely on track. Let's just hope this market rebounds pretty quick here. But anyways, that is where we are at for week 2. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of covered calls you guys have been selling and just how you overall feel about how this market's going right now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.